y'all, and welcome to today's video. I'm very excited because we are going to be judging new makeup. We judge here on my channel every Sunday. We're going to go through Instagram. I'm going to pop up pictures so we can judge together. Are the new releases cute? Are they ugly? Do we want them? Do we not want them? Are we going to buy them, or are we going to wait, skip, anti-haul, all of that? We are just going to have fun looking at the new releases. I'm going to share my thoughts with y'all, and hopefully you will comment down below and let me know what you think of these new releases. Now, if you are new here, I want to say, hey, my name is Heather and makeup makes me happy. Here at my channel, we don't try to be perfect. We just want to have a good time with our makeup, whatever that means. Shimmer, glitter, judging the new releases. We are here for it. So if that sounds good to you, I do hope that you will subscribe before you leave today, because I upload lots and lots and lots of new videos every single week, and I am definitely going to be doing Vlogmas this year. Starting this Sunday before Thanksgiving, we are doing 35 days of Heather here on my channel, where I'm going to be uploading every single day for 35 days straight. But I have a lot of thoughts to share on these new makeup releases, so let's jump into it. Before we get started, I want to let you know that all the Instagram accounts that I pull from, as well as Samantha March, the creator of the Will I Buy It series, will be listed and linked down in the description box. All the releases I'm going to talk about, if I can find a link for them, anything like that, I will post it down below, so make sure you check the description box. I'll also tell you what is on my face, just in case you're curious. I'm wearing Oden's Eye Norm's Veil of Future highlighter. That's what's on my cheeks. I've got my Oden's Eye Alva Fruit blusher in Sweet Peach. I have my Samantha March River Bronzer Duo. Look at that. I'm like scraping to get some bronzer out of there. I'm wearing Melt Cosmetics Perfectionist Lip Pencil in Sepia. I'm wearing a Fenty Gloss Bomb in Cake Shake. Just these two on the lips. And then on the eyes, I have my Meet Me in the Underworld palette from LOIS Cosmetics. So that's what we've got going on. I'm going to slide on over to the side, pop up some pictures. Please let me know your thoughts on these new releases. There's so many things. I know I have a lot of opinions to share. Okay, starting off, I wanted to talk about this collection from Davina Cosmetics. So they're kind of sneak peeking what they're going to do for Black Friday, and I actually got an email from them this morning. I see it's Black Friday's coming up, and they are going to start Thursday, November 25th. So they're releasing a couple of singles, but the main thing I wanted to mention is this Moonscapes collection. This looks like shiny, shimmery, beautiful metallics. They've already said like the normal price of things and then what they're going to charge for the Black Friday sale. So they have this beautiful collection of like 6 metallic shadows for $36. I do have a few singles from Davina that I really enjoy. I like the brand aesthetic. I think they make really cool single shadows, and these look so gorgeous. So gorgeous. Like that shade down here in the corner called Fire Hunt, that's like a pink silver, looks beautiful. And then Moonbeam, like all of these look so beautiful. I'm contemplating picking these up for Black Friday. You'll have to let me know if you're interested. Again, make sure you're following Davina, because they post a lot of their things on Instagram. That's how they're like showing what they're having for Black Friday, things like that, and sign up for their emails, because these look really beautiful, and I know that they're like really ramping up for Black Friday. I would also like to know what y'all think. I'm not planning to do a video specifically on Black Friday deals, but I can definitely update y'all on the community tab when I see things. So if you want to make sure you see when I post deals and things like that on the community tab, make sure you turn your notifications on, because I do try to share deals there. I just don't know that I'm going to make like a whole Black Friday shopping video. Next up, we'll talk about this new release from Give Me Glow. This is the Bad Witch Club, which I think is such a cute name. So the cover of this palette is like a pink full moon with a witch riding across in front of a forest. It looks really cool. Like, I thought the theming was cool. And then the inside of the palette looks so beautiful. And Give Me Glow shadows, the pan sizes are huge. Like, they are huge pans. This color story is very interesting to me. I love that we have this pop of coral, like it's so bright, and then we have these blues and kind of like teal greens and purples, like the bottom row of the purples. It is calling to me. It is calling to me. I don't know that I'm gonna pick up this palette. I actually don't know, like, I'm trying to talk myself out of as many new releases as I can. I kind of say this the past few weeks, that I'm only buying things that immediately I'm like, yes, I have to have. And I feel like I can pass on this. I do have a palette and some singles from Give Me Glow, and while I think they're really nice, it's not my absolute, like, best formula, like, for me, my opinion. So I'm kind of more interested in the Davina than this, but I have to say this color story is calling to me. And Give Me Glow metallics are like metallic intense. So I wanted to mention this because I think this is so beautiful, and I would love to know what y'all think of this color story. Let's talk about some Colourpop releases. So first up, earlier this week, I saw that they are releasing an expansion to their Star Wars Mandalorian collection. Was it last year or was it earlier this year that we had the Child palette, which was Grogu, who is Baby Yoda, and the palette was so cute, and I love when I saw this photo, the Mandalorian Colourpop collection, and it's the Mandalorian palette, and it is cool tone, and it looks so cool. You have different mattes, and it looks like that's a duochrome there in the center. So there's going to be the Mandalorian palette. That's what I'm most interested in. This has already launched. I will link it down below. I think I'm going to wait for this to go on sale because I want this palette. I saw lots of people already doing reviews and stuff, people that got this palette sent to them from Colourpop. I think I'm going to wait for a sale. Colourpop is usually always running sales. They're usually always running sales, and you can get things for such a good price. So I just want this for me, for my collection. I think this is really cool, and I love my Child palette. The quality of that palette is so nice. So I want these shades. I think these look really, really beautiful. I love the cool toned vibe of it. They're also launching a Luxe Lip Oil Duo. I don't think I've ever tried the Colourpop Luxe Lip Oils. I'm not a huge lip oil person, but I think I'm going to buy these just to test out the formula because, I mean, the packaging's cute, the colors look really cute, and Colourpop is priced pretty well. So I would feel comfortable trying out a new formula from Colourpop. So I think I'm going to grab the palette and the glosses. They're also coming out with a handheld mirror. I'm not going to buy that. I have a Colourpop handheld mirror, the one from the Hocus Pocus collection. I really like that, but I mean, it's very lightweight. Like, it doesn't feel very luxurious, which is fine. The price point's low. I love Hocus Pocus, but I don't feel like I need another Colourpop mirror. And they're coming out with Cutest in the Galaxy bag, which is very cute, but I'm going to pass on that. I am planning to buy the palette and the lip oils, but I'm just going to wait for a sale from Colourpop. Colourpop also released a new holiday collection. This is the Roaring Hearts collection. And let me just say, before we even talk about the products specifically, I love the packaging. As soon as I saw it, I was like, wow, that is so beautiful. And one thing I really like is when a brand does not get stuck in the same packaging over and over and over. I feel like that can be super boring and repetitive. I like when a brand mixes up their packaging. I know that can be an unpopular opinion because I see people talk about all the time like, oh, why did they change from square pans to round pans or round pans to rectangle pans? Why did they? I personally like that. I like when a brand doesn't box themselves in so tight that they can only do one thing. I like the creativity and playing with packaging. So right away, like, it caught my attention and I was like, wow, this is something kind of different from Colourpop. Not that they've never done this, but it's different from like what they normally do. You know what I'm saying? This is an eyeshadow palette, which I think is beautiful. The Roaring Hearts palette. I like that it goes very light to very dark. And I mean, it's all neutrals. I'm not planning to buy this, but there's also ink liners, lashes, Super Shock Shadow Duos. I love the Super Shock shadows. Yes, I said Super Shocks. This is the Fresh Kiss Lip Lacquer. No, that's a pass for me. But this is available now. I will link it down below. I do think it's a very, very pretty collection. Okay, sticking with neutrals, let's talk about some neutral makeup. These quads from Makeup by Mario have launched. Alright, these are $25, limited edition. The Nudes 1, the Nudes 2, the Nudes 3. I have tried Makeup by Mario shadows. They're not my favorite. The packaging is very simple. The formula, in my opinion, was very gently pigmented. The shimmers, like, I really had to like rub my brush in there or rub my finger in there a lot to get pigment payoff. But I see, like, I'm sure a lot of people will like these. I don't know, you know, I've seen people say that like his packaging is beautiful and sleek and luxurious like Pat McGrath. Holding Mario and Pat McGrath side by side, I don't think they compare, but he's not charging Pat McGrath prices, you know. $25 is not a terrible price point, but he did just have quads for $25 that he, I think, discontinued, and they were on sale at Sephora for a deep discount. I think if you're looking for these type of neutrals, maybe look at Colourpop or even Profusion. You can get beautiful neutral palettes for $5. For me, these are a pass, but I mean, they do look pretty. Like, the collection itself is pretty, the pairing of the neutrals and the metallics, but it's not something I'm interested in. Okay, I feel like I have some unpopular opinions about the new Tarte collection. This is Tartelette Full Bloom Amazonian Clay Palette. There's also going to be blushes and repackaged mascara and stuff. I'm not going to focus on that. I want to talk about this palette. This palette is $52. 28 Rosy Plum Bronze Neutrals. I bet Tarte's customer is going to love this palette. I was actually happy to see Tarte do something somewhat different packaging wise. Color story wise, it's what they always do, but they've had these smaller palettes like this, same colors in what it looks to be the same colors to me, but smaller palettes. They've released, I don't know, it feels like they've released 1,000. I feel like I just keep seeing the same one over and over and over again, but I was like, wow, a big palette from Tarte. Like, here's what they normally do, and they're just like slightly releasing. You know, I wish they would take what they normally do and like do something crazy. I feel like in Full Bloom, like, how cool would this have been to do half neutrals, like half what they already have, and then maybe like one bright pink, one bright purple, something like what they have on the packaging, maybe one deep, more like magenta. Like, maybe they could have just thrown in like, God, how many shades is this? 28 shades. Maybe they could have had 20 neutrals and 8 more vibrant saturated colors. Like, that would have been more interesting to me, but I mean, 28 shades of, that's a lot, but it is what it is. I do commend them on coming out with a bigger palette, maybe. I don't know. I can see a lot of people really liking this palette, though. So, Milani has collaborated with an influencer called Juicy Jess. These are going to be 2 new kits. So, each kit is going to have a 6-pan eyeshadow palette, a highlighter duo, and a ludicrous matte lip crayon. So Both kits are for sale at Walmart and Milani for less than $15, which I think is really nice. I love seeing people get to collab with brands they love. I think that's very cool. I think Juicy Jazz is an influencer. Yes, very exciting. I'm always excited to see people get to work with brands that they enjoy. And I think it's really cool that these are going to be available at Walmart. So the more gold one is called Golden Gleam, and then the more berry toned one is the Rising Star. Also at the drugstore, this is Physicians Formula Butter HOLI-FAME. So like Hall of Fame, I guess. This is a huge palette. 38 shades of butter bronzer, blush, and eyeshadow. So there's 6 bronzers and 6 blushes and all these eyeshadows in between. I'm going to talk about the eyeshadows. So this was sold out at Target. When I went to link this for y'all, it was sold out at Target, but I saw it on the Physicians Formula site. This is so many neutral bronze tones that look so repetitive. Listen, I get neutral palettes. I love my neutral palettes. I love so many different neutral palettes, but these shades look so repetitive to me. In a neutral palette, you can still have variety, but this top row is looking almost all the same. And then you have like a lavender, a deep plum, an orange, a teal, and a dark purple thrown in. Like, it's just, I don't know. I feel like you're just getting a lot and it awful. I don't know. I'm not interested in this palette, but I would love to know if you're like, yes, I bought it. I can't wait. It's amazing. Also from the drugstore is this new NYX collection. Now, I really enjoy some of the NYX palettes I have tried. The NYX Sabrina palette they did with Netflix, amazing. My Ultimate Utopia palette, amazing. So this kind of caught my eye. This is a collab with a Netflix show, CASA de PAPEL Money Heist. I have never seen it, but it says it's celebrating the season finale. So the palette is shaped oddly, but I get it. It's like a character from the show. The colors inside look pretty. I like NYX's big palette. The Tetris palette wasn't as good as some of the other ones I've tried, but looking at the inside, I see a lot of repetitive golds. That was kind of like, wow, there's a bit too many golds for me. But it looks like we have silver and olive and red and orange. So there is some variety, but just like with the Tetris palette, a lot of the shades I'm like, you're repeating yourself. You are giving the same shade over and over and over and over and over and over and over again, and it's just a bit much. But it does look pretty. I mean, the swatches look pretty. It's looking kind of cool, just not something I need. There's the palette, by the way, is $40. There's also going to be a 9-pan palette. I see that up top for $18. Very warm toned. I'm sure very sellable. There's going to be Epic Wear liner pencils. I like the liner pencils from NYX. Okay, they're definitely not like holy grail status. Epic Wear lip liner pencils. No, I'm sorry. Gold brick highlighters, gold bar highlighter brush, a mask mirror, Epic liner, Tokyo lipstick, Nairobi lipstick, or you can get everything. If you see and you want everything here, it is $90. It's already available at Ulta Beauty. It says it's coming to Walmart in December. At least some of the items are. So I can see if you're a fan of the show, you probably want the whole collection, and it doesn't look bad. Laura Lee Los Angeles has released a new blush aesthetic palette. This palette, okay, first of all, what shocked me was it's only $28. I feel like that's a really, really, really great price for 8 blushes. That's a really good price, right? $28, and there was a code, I think it's LLLA20, that said you could get 20% off. I don't know if it works on this palette, but I will list it down below because I know it worked for some things on her site. But This looks beautiful. I have never tried Laura Los Angeles brand, but I really want to. I'm just waiting on that one release to get me. And her last collection, Candy Skies, it almost had me, but I decided to pass. And this blush I'm going to pass on to. I do have my Lunar Beauty Moonspell blush palette that I love so much, so much. And then I also have a blush palette from Sigma that I really enjoy. So I think I'm going to pass on this one, but I do think this is very beautiful. And if you don't have a blush palette and you want some colors you can mix and match together, I think this could be really cool. It looks like you have one kind of highlighter blush topper type of shade depending on your skin tone. There's a beautiful corally orange shade in there, more of like a deep rosy tone. So there's some light shades in here. So I think she was trying to hit a bunch of different skin tones, which I think is wise. But this says it is silky smooth pigmented formula that builds effortlessly and blends seamlessly for a flush or something more vibrant. So congratulations to Laura Lee, because I think that's a really beautiful launch. Nomad Cosmetics has showed their holiday palette. This is Home for the Holidays limited edition keepsake palette for everyone who can't get enough of wintry holiday festivities and cute puppers. So this palette says it's 9 intensely vibrant shadows, a rainbow of colors inspired by festive lights, 8 shimmers, and 1 matte black. I think this is really pretty. This is going to be $32, and I love the rainbow shimmer with the black matte. I think that is beautiful. You can put one of these shimmers all over the lid, use the black as a eyeliner, and be good to go. Like, I think that would be so cute. I'm going to pass on this palette. I actually have a discontinued palette from Nomad that I think I could kind of get the same type of looks with that palette as the shimmers that are in here, but I do think this is really beautiful. And if you don't have these shades from Nomad, I think you should definitely think about this one. It's going to be $32. I think this is really cute. The yellow, the bright red, the blue, like I like the kind of rainbow theme. I think it's fun to have these all shimmers. Okay, let's talk about this. So this is the Poison Ivy palette from Milan ROWE Makeup in collaboration with Doodles by the Bunny. So I've been following Doodles by the Bunny for so long. She is somebody on Instagram. You should definitely follow her. She like draws palettes. She creates themes. She does a lot with existing brands, like her twist on the Naked palettes, or her twist on Anastasia Beverly Hills palettes, or she'll take a TV show or a cartoon and she'll draw a makeup palette that she feels like fits that. And I think she's so very creative. Her page is so cute. Listen, if you're not following her, definitely go check her out. But a makeup brand was very smart and collabed with her because she has amazing ideas. So this is the Poison Ivy palette. So the cover and all is designed by her, and then she brought a color story to life, which is so fun. So this is launching, actually it's already launched, I'm sorry. This is on the 12th. The palette is $39, and there is a code Poison Ivy to use for 15% off. I just think this is really beautiful. Let's look at the colors inside. It's a mostly green palette. I would say this is a green palette with blue, purple. It looks like kind of a crushed terracotta shade. This is beautiful. Beautiful. She did such a great job. The names are so cute. Pistachio, Poison Ivy, Allergy Season, New Leaf, Ivy, like, beautiful. She did such a good job. So congratulations to Doodles by the Bunny and Milan ROWE, because y'all did a great job. Like, this is beautiful. When I saw this palette, I was so excited for both of them because they just did a great job of bringing her vision, her creations on Instagram to life. Very cool. I love talking every week about Besame. Besame has released their Moana collab. I think this was announced last week after I filmed. I normally film these judging new makeups on Saturday so I can have them up super early Sunday morning for y'all. And sometimes releases get released like after I filmed. I'll always just talk about them the week after if it's something y'all want to talk about. And that's what kind of happened with this Moana compact. So beautiful. Moana on the boat. I love the image they chose of her like actually, you know, in the ocean on her boat. It's so cute. The collab is beautiful. These are super limited from Besame. $125. You get the refillable compact and the lipstick. And then they've also shown their 12th and last princess in the series, Snow White. So again, I love the image they chose. I love they went with a yellow gold compact. I think it's just perfect for Snow White. I love that she's pulling up the bucket at the well. It looks like she's mid-song. Just very pretty. So this is going to be available November 16th, and this will finish out the princess collection. I want to know y'all's thoughts on REM Beauty or REM Beauty from Ariana Grande. I can't wait to watch reviews of this. I know there's probably tons of people on the PR list, tons of people who are going to buy and review this from Ariana. Now, I don't know enough about her to like talk about her and her makeup aesthetic. I know she has the ponytail and the winged liner. But let's just talk about the products. Let's just talk about the products like I was talking about any other brand. The packaging, to me, is not elevated. It looks like something I would see at Claire's or the icing. I don't know where all the Claire's and the icing are. I don't know if it's just US, but it's like a kind of like a more like preteen type of store, not very expensive. The silver packaging, the imprint in the pans, I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan. The matte lipstick is $19. The gloss is $17. I do think the packaging of the lipstick looks pretty cool, like how it has the clear at the top. That's the only packaging that I was like, oh, okay, that's pretty cool. Everything else, I'm just not. Lashes for $16. Honestly, I feel like if the prices were slashed in half, it would make more sense to me. But who knows? Maybe I will watch reviews and people will say, oh, the packaging is so heavy and luxurious. But to me, it's just not. It's just not. I'm not bashing Ariana Grande. I'm talking about just the makeup. It does not appeal to me. And maybe I'm not the target customer. I'm probably not. Dominique Cosmetics is a brand that I have not tried yet, but I would be interested in trying. So she said that this is one of the most special collections that she's ever done. She says, this is the unconditional palette. She wanted to create something that represents the love she feels for her family and friends. And she said it represents unconditional love. So this palette is going to be $28. It looks like there is a pressed glitter. And then there's like some lip products with it. This palette to me looks like something the brand has done before. When I actually first saw it, I didn't realize it was a new release from them. I had to kind of read the caption and then I saw people were talking about it being a new collection. But it's very special to her. I'm sure she put a lot of thought and effort into this. I mean, it is pretty. It's a very muted mauves with a pop of berry. And she's beautiful. Like every time she's in the campaign photos, like she is gorgeous. But this palette to me, it's not something that's like making me want to buy it. Lunatic Labs is a brand that I have a lot of fun with. I have a few palettes from them. I recently reviewed their Cemetery Shrines highlighter palette. I really like the formulas that I've tried from them. Like, to me, they're just a very fun brand, and they've come out with their holiday palette, the Mortician's Show. So this is a face palette with 6 unique creamy matte shades that you can also use on the eyes. This is $45. I'm not planning to buy this, but I think this is very, very, very cool. I actually really love colorful blushes. I have blush palettes from Likely Makeup that are colorful. Also, she sneak peeked something she's working on. Very excited about that. But that's what the vibes of this give me. Like the bright pink, the purple, the blue. Like, I like that it's being shown as like multi-use. Like you can use these as blushes. Orange and yellow blush mixed together, gorgeous. Like I love that. And then you can also use them on the eyes. I think it's very creative. The packaging looks cool. Overall, just a very fun, cool brand, I think. Jouer has released their holiday collection, and I just feel like if you're gonna release neutrals, make neutrals elevated and fun. This is so light. Everything about this palette is so light, and I'm sure somebody in the comment is going to be complaining to me, nobody likes to wear makeup like you. We only like light colors. Like I always get those type of comments that are like low-key, no, actually really insulting me and telling me that everybody in the world except for me loves light colors. But this is so light. I feel like this palette is actually probably even too light to show up on my skin tone. Like this is very light. Maybe for people who are like super, super fair, you're like, yes, I've been waiting for light palettes like this. I don't know, you do you. But this, it's so light and it's so pricey. It's so pricey, $25. I feel like you could just get something like this at Colourpop. But what do I know? What do I know? Just remember, we can have different opinions on makeup. I can judge the makeup, but I'm not going to judge you. Let's keep it nice and friendly here, but it's a pass for me. It's a pass for me. MAC Cosmetics has sneak peeked new highlight and contour palettes. I'm assuming we're going to have more shades. This that I'm seeing right now is a Extra Dimension Skin Finish in Double Gleam. We know that MAC loves to repackage existing shades. It's like they don't want to create new shades. They don't want to do anything new. They just want to repackage what they have. And then it says there is a sheer tone blush. In this photo, it looks like a very great contour, but hopefully we'll see more shades coming. This is beautiful. This is a new release from Zara Art Beauty, I believe. I will link it down below, especially if I mispronounce anything. Like, please just check the description box. I have links to sites and stuff there. But this is the STARRY Painter's palette. So very beautiful. This says it is the First Impressions collection inspired by iconic Impressionist paintings. Says they've been working on this palette for 2 years. And this is available now. I will, of course, link it down below, but I think the inside of the palette looks beautiful. I can definitely see where they pulled from the Starry Night painting with the yellow and the orange and the black and the blues. Like, it looks very, very beautiful. The packaging looks beautiful. The inside looks beautiful. They have swatches over on their Instagram that also look beautiful. So, that's really pretty. I do wish that instead of having 3 shades on a row and then 4 shades and then 3 shades, that they would have added 2 extra shades and just kept it all together. Because I would have liked to see 2 extra shades. I think that would have been fun. But I do think this is a beautiful palette. TRESLUCE Beauty has come out with a holiday collection. They've come out with a few different things, lashes and liners and stuff like that, but I'm going to focus on this palette. This palette looks really pretty. I like that there is a mix of neutrals and color. I feel like when you do neutrals and colors, you just give people options. They can wear an all neutral look, they can wear a colorful look, or they can mix and match, you know? I like the options. There are purples and pinks and warm neutrals, and it just looks very pretty. I have never tried TRESLUCE. My friend Karen Harris did a video and she had a good time with their first palette, so I'm definitely keeping an eye on the brand for that one release that's just gonna make me buy it. Oma Beauty by Sharon C is like the sister brand to Oma Beauty. It's a little less expensive and it's sold at Walmart. And they've got some new products. They have the One and Done Brow Styler lipsticks that are called Lips Don't Lie. And those lipsticks are only $7.50. There's a new gloss and a new primer, illuminating primer. That's the thing I find the most interesting. It is a vitamin E primer that boosts luminosity with a gel mousse texture. I think that's interesting. It has radiant pearls to minimize skin imperfections and optimize shine, and it's less than $10, which I think is really nice. So I've never tried the brand, but I feel like the reviews I've watched, people really enjoy it. Alright y'all, that is all I have for today. I do hope that you enjoyed judging with me. If anything pops up between now and the time this video goes live, we'll talk about it next week. As always, I really appreciate it when y'all tag me on Instagram. When you actually like comment on the post with the new release and just at me. I appreciate that so much. My Instagram handle will be linked down below if you want to make sure I talk about the things that you want me to talk about. Please leave me your comments down below. I really didn't say I was going to buy that many things, did I? I think the only thing I'm actually going to buy is the Colourpop Mandalorian palette when it goes like on sale. Or I'm pretty proud of myself. I am pretty proud of myself because I have so many videos planned that I really don't need to be buying new makeup because I have so many other ideas. So thank you for watching. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. If you are interested in anything I talked about, it's all linked down below. Thank you so much if you choose to shop through any of my links. And I will see y'all very soon. Like tomorrow. There will be a new video tomorrow. Bye.